Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we're going to be reviewing the Fender American Pro 2 Precision Bass. Let's do this. This is a P-Bass. This is a Fender P-Bass out of the American Pro 2 lineup. Featuring some premium hardware and slight revisions to the iconic design, this is meant to be the player's P-Bass. And as part of the American series, this definitely has a hefty price tag. However, most American-made, mass-produced instruments such as this generally hold a price premium over their import counterparts due to higher quality materials, as well as better quality control and better craftsmanship all around. The Fender American Pro 2 P-Bass features a high-mass bridge which allows for string-through-body stringing, and this bass is strung that way. The pickup is the new V-Mod 2, which has a split between Alnico 2 and Alnico 5 magnets to, I guess, voice the different pairs of strings differently. And for controls, we have a volume and tone control. That's it. It's a P-Bass. The neck is a 20-fret maple neck with a rosewood fretboard. It is a 34-inch scale and has a 42mm nut width and a 62 P-Bass neck profile. Up at the headstock, we have a Fender logo, and the tuners are the lightweight Fender fluted tuners, which we used in our parts base, our DIY Fender build. I like those tuners a lot, though the installation process is a bit different than your normal lightweight tuners like Hipshot, but I like these tuners, and they are standard on this bass. Now let's go ahead and turn this bass around. Around back, you can see the string ferrules for the string-through-body option. I have it strung that way. And pretty much nothing else, as this is a passive instrument. There's no rear routing or control plates or anything, or battery routes. We have a revised neck heel. As you can see, this is a 5-screw design, very similar to that of the Stingray Special or Music Man Sterling. And then we can see the neck here. It's a maple neck. We have a satin finish, good looking neck, nice to play and feels good as well. But I know you guys are wondering, what does this bass sound like? You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand will turn back to normal. Thanks. I didn't mean to do that while tuning, but that was fun. So it's a P-Bass. I mean, this is the American standard iteration, or the new standard iteration. It has some improvements over the old American precision bass, and it's a good way, I guess, to differentiate it with that, nearly $1,000 price jump. It's not that drastic. I believe it's around $800 when you go from the Mexican Player series to this bass. One thing I can say for sure is that this bass plays very well and sounds great too. I also appreciate the silence of the electronics. When I don't touch the strings, there's no unwanted buzzing or humming, and again, I have computers and lights all around me for what I'm doing here, and it's quiet. I appreciate that, so this is a well-built bass that sounds great too. As I mentioned, we have a master volume and master tone control. That's it. Not much to see here. Let's go ahead and turn the tone control down to about 50%. Another thing I have to comment on is the articulation of the controls is very smooth and very nice. Very good. Here's the tone at 50%. And here's the tone all the way down. Yeah, so this is a very nice bass. It sounds great, it plays great. However, is it worth the $1,600 price tag? That is up to you, but for me personally, I think that this is a good benchmark for American-made instruments. That being said, a bass like the G&L L1000, which is in my personal stable here, which comes in at around the same price tag as this, I find to be a much better value given the extra tonal versatility that that thing has. I mean, that is definitely an amazing instrument, but this is a good, like, this is the standard. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, let's go ahead and turn the tone back up. Let's see if we can play with the pick a little bit. Still working on it. Anyways, let's see how this bass slaps now. I'd say this bass slaps quite well as well. Now let's throw some drums behind the Fender American Pro 2 P-Bass. So here are my final thoughts on the Fender American Pro 2 Precision Bass. Is this the new standard for American-made instruments, at least out of Fender shop? I think so. It's a great playing instrument, great sounding bass, high quality hardware, it balances well. It weighs in at just a hair under 9 pounds. It's like, 8.8 or something like that. So it's decently lightweight as well. There's some thought and care put into the crafting of this instrument, and it's evident. Though it is still mass produced, it's not like, a Fender custom shop one of where it's handcrafted by, master craftsmen. This is still a quality instrument. The neck, though not an ideal profile for me personally, was very comfortable and easy to navigate with the satin finish, and I found that this bass balances very well with the high mass bridge and the lightweight tuners at the headstock. So what am I going to rate the Fender American Pro 2 Precision Bass? I'm going to rate this bass 3 claws out of 5. I would call this an average value. It's an excellent P bass, but I would expect to be getting an excellent P bass at the over $1,500 price point. I do think that they've added a lot of value to this with the Pro 2 line, including the new the sculpted neck heel, which adds a little bit more comfort when you're accessing the higher frets. I also appreciate the high quality hardware. It's good stuff. It's not cheap hardware at all, so this is high quality all around. However, that's what I'd be expecting at the price point, so I would call this an average value. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, join our Discord, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the Fender American Pro 2 Precision Bass. And as always, until we groove again.